I want to speak to that really quickly because that was important for us because, when everyone thinks reality show, and you brought it up earlier on in the conversation, you're dealing with COVID and you're dealing with all this negativity. People have a lot going on. And so we felt that was important not to change as we're on television, because most people who are on these mega yachts, they're super, super wealthy and millionaires and billionaires. I mean, you literally have to be wealthy enough to charter a yacht that costs $300,000 per week. And
so it's good for you to let us know the cost. Did not know that, Sean. You guys know that $300,000 a week. That will not be happening for me. Maybe I can find a friend that can do that and ride along with them. But that's good goals. Okay,
yeah. We're gonna put that on the vision board for next year.
Put that on the vision board. It might happen. But yeah. So sometimes it comes with a certain level of arrogance and pompousness or what have you. But we felt like, we don't want to project that on television. We just wanted to be the core and the essence of who we were as individuals. And so one of the big things that we noticed was that the response was overwhelming, that people loved it because we weren't, a-holes, right?
We were nice people. We were nice people that someone with that much affluence could still be nice, which is sad in a way, but it's great that you guys did give that experience so we can kind of start to change that narrathrough.
Exactly.
Agreed, yeah.
Yeah, we could, when we got our burnt nachos, we could have flipped out and thrown, thrown the chef overboard.
Yeah.
But we were very, nice about the experience, and we appreciate his effort, and we're still in contact with him to this day, and we love him because he was a great person. The quality of the food just wasn't up to par, but he did his best.
Right, but he saw his effort. Well, I know that there's with Travel Noir and so many African Americans really talking about their experiences traveling, and that's one of the things that people share a lot on social to show that they've made it. Aside from all the superficial things affiliated with travel, what is it about travel that you think people should? Why do you think people need to try to travel? Like from a very, like I said, not a superficial place, but just why do you think it's important for personal development for people to actually get a chance to experience places other than where they grew up or where their environment has been?
Yeah, I think it broadens your view of the world. You get to learn about other cultures and how beautiful they are, and the people that, are in that country, in that town, in that city, what they believe in. And it just makes you, I think, just more I would say optimistic about, if you want to work with someone, you're not so negative about it because, hey, I've actually, worked with that type of person, or I traveled and saw that country, and these are great people. Instead of being so negative out the gate, like, oh, I don't know, because I've never dealt with that person before, or, in that capacity, I don't want to. So it just has people, I think traveling will really open your eyes to see the beauty of other cultures, of their food, and give appreciation to that, where, a lot of people who don't travel are sometimes closed-minded, unfortunately. And they have a very immediate way of thinking about other people. Some people who travel have the same thing sometimes, unfortunately. But I feel like if you really go out and travel the world with an open heart and open mind, that, these are great things that you can really discover.
Yeah, I think that people, you tend to live in a bubble, and it happens just even here in the United States. If you live in New York City, you don't think there's anything outside of New York, and you start to travel in different states, and you understand that there's different types of culture and different types of music and different types of food everywhere you go. But it's also very humbling because sometimes, you can take yourself way too seriously, and you go somewhere and you see that someone doesn't have as much as you do. And, things that you take for granted on a day-to-day basis, becomes very, very evident for you really fast, that you live in a world and a place that is filled with a lot of fortune. And it allows us to kind of reset that mindset every time we go away. And then you just learn a lot of different things. And we went to Australia one time, and we realized like people were looking at us, and we were like, what's going on? And they weren't used to seeing African Americans, and they viewed African Americans in a very, very, very positive light. And so we didn't know that before we went there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we see Africans, but we never see African Americans. They don't come over to Australia."
Wow.
So when we see you guys, it's like a rare anomaly, and it's like they're looking at you like, "Wow, that's gold. I have never seen it." And yeah, so those things you would never know or never be aware of if you don't experience it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's interesting. Well, what is your absolute favorite destination as of today? We know you guys have more traveling to do once the world opens back up. But I'll ask you first, Crystal, what's your favorite place so far? Favorite destination that you've been and why? And then Sean, the same question.
The Amalfi Coast, hands down. From a culinary standpoint, the people there are so amazing. They treated us like we were their cousins. Like, come over to my brother's restaurant. We'll cook the fish you just caught. And they're singing opera in the middle of the restaurant floor. And like, here's a toast to life. It was such an incredible experience for me. Because typically, when we go to Europe, we get the stares and we get the picture taking and things like that because people aren't really used to seeing a lot of African Americans, or they think we're like celebrities, like rappers and things. And it's like, no. But in the Amalfi Coast, they treat us like that. They treated us like we're part of the family, and I really appreciate that.
I like that.
Yes. And for me, I'm gonna say Bora Bora, because that was a very, very unique experience in the sense that, first of all, you travel there. When you get there, you actually have to take a boat to your hotel. So there's a dock at the airport,
like a fishing boat.
Yeah. So no one leaves the airport unless they get on a boat. Right. It's go on a boat to your resort, which every resort is like this little mini island. And so you get there and in these overwater bungalows, and it's just you just have the opportunity to kind of completely disconnect from the world because you're out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Wow.
And you barely can connect with anyone, and it's just you and nature and life, and it just allows you to kind of reset, and recharge. And I just love that experience.
Yeah, a lot of people get pregnant in Bora Bora.
That sounds awesome. I'm going to ask you guys, just from my personal knowledge, and you guys, I'll try to ask questions that the viewers may want to tap into too. But I know we've seen Bora Bora where you're out in the middle of the ocean, or there's I guess places there where you're kind of suspended and the pictures look beautiful. And then also, I'm not sure if it's the Maldives or the Maldives where the hotels just look absolutely beautiful. It looks so secluded. Have you guys been there?
We have not been there yet, but it is on the list.
I have one that you guys have not been to. You guys will have to come back and tell us how it is. Tell people where they can see Mediterranean Below Deck, when they can see it, and how they can follow you guys on social.
Yeah, so you can catch Below Deck Mediterranean on Bravo. It airs on Monday nights at 9 p.m. You could always go to their app or their website to catch episodes that we were on, 9 and 10. And for socials, we are at Southside_POV_TV. Cruise called Southside. That's where we're originally from. So Southside_POV TV.
And then for any type of, you want tips and tricks on how to do a vision board, visualization, manifestation exercises, you can follow me on Instagram at Crystals by Crystal.
Like that. Of course, the name Crystal, I have an extra connection with you on the name.
That's right.
But thank you guys so much. And shouts out to Bravo for, showing us something that's positive. I think reality TV needs to reflect who we are as a collective and not a monolith. So we love seeing something very positive and inspirational. And thank you guys for sharing that. The vision board, I think, was a great place to start. Hopefully some people will become inspired to travel and share that with their friends and family. That's a great story. So we appreciate you guys checking in with us today for an inspirational reality check. And you guys definitely have to come back and let us know what happens on the next trip, or where you go and what those pictures look like. We'll be waiting to hear.
We got you covered, Crystal. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And thank you guys for tuning in. That was a lot of fun. What a great couple. Just love to see love and relationships and people doing things together that they absolutely love is a great place for relationships to grow. So I hope you guys enjoyed that conversation. Make sure that you check out Below Deck Mediterranean on Bravo. This, of course, has been Reality Check with Crystal Jordan. I will see you guys next week. Don't miss Monday's Reality Check. We have someone from Lovecraft. I know a lot of you guys are into that show. I got a lot of questions. So we're going to talk Monday at 2 o'clock right here on Rolling Out's Reality Check. I'll see you guys then. Enjoy your weekend.